They'll set up a throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Michael Bannon in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the second time. More from the desert after this. This is taken at the 18. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Wilson now on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing. Black round.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
They'll set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run with Rawls. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second down now after the pass completion. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Wilson.
Surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Caught left side, Gilmore. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Let's go!
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Play clock winding down. And that'll set them back 5. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He spins free. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Wilson, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
First down, this is Rawls. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's got room. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at very...
And a loose football. Rawls loses it, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet there are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep, and this will be caught at the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw here. Complete to Gilmore, the tight end. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And it's first and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. They give to Johnson going right. Nifty move. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. Second down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Now Wilson operating from the gun. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. 18 yards the gain for number 18. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Wilson has it. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So they're going to go for 2. To throw again is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Come on, let's go.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Come on, let's go.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Right side catch, Gilmore. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Crockett Gilmore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grab.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Let's go, D.
Now Wilson on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
On the ground, this is Johnson.